Hi student, welcome to botany class. Today we are going to see the continuation of classification of fungi. So in the previous video we have discussed about the two classes, that is oomycetes and zygomycetes. So these two things we are already studied. Now we are going to see the ascomycetes or ascomycota. So it come under the kingdom fungi, subkingdom Dicaria. So not only for ascomycetes and also basidiomycetes. So both are come under the subkingdom Dicaria. So what is the Dicaria? So here the mycelium is contain two nucleus in opposite state. After the plasmogamy, so what is the plasmogamy? The fusion of protoplasm, not the nucleus. That is a plasmogamy. When the two opposite stain of the mycelium, they will be meet, as result they will be exchange the protoplasm and also the nuclear material is entered. That is a nucleus is entered into one stain. As result, the one mycelium is contained both the stain nucleus. That means each cell contains the two nucleus. That is a dicaria. Di means two, caria. That is, it's a cario. The term is indicate the nucleus. And then phylum ascomycota or ascomycetes. This group of the fungi is generally called sac fungi because the ascospore is present in the bag-like structure. The ascospore is present in the bag-like structure. So that is called as a sac fungi. Okay. So the ascomycota together with the basidiomycota is come under the subkingdom Dicaria. So both ascomycota and basidiomycota both are is come under the subkingdom Dicaria. What is the Dicaria? The mycelium is contain two nucleus. Each cell contain two nucleus or dinuclear stage. Okay. Then it is members commonly known as sac fungi or ascomycetes. Why is it called as sac fungi? Because the ascospore is present in the bag-like structure. That's why it's a sac-like structure, bag or sac-like structure. That's why it's called as sac fungi. It is the largest phylum in the kingdom fungi. It is additional information. This is the largest phylum. And also the subkingdom Dicaria. This all additional information is not given in your textbook. Okay. The ascomycetes, it will be include a wide range of fungi because the largest kingdom, largest class of the kingdom fungi. Okay, so it will be include the wide range of fungi such as yeast, powdery mildew, cup fungi, moran, and so on. So this all major group of fungi, it will become under ascomycetes or ascomycota. Okay, so this is it's a powdery. Actually, the disease is caused. It's a powdery mildew. It's a cup fungi. It is a moran. Okay, so the different group of these fungi, it will be classified under the class ascomycete or ascomycota. Okay, so moran, it is mostly used for edible. Okay, so it's a edible fungi, moran. Although majority of the species live in terrestrial, it's a landform, and some are in aquatic. Very common terrestrial, some are in aquatic environment. So suppose the aquatic means both in fresh water and marine water. So this group of the fungi, suppose it's an aquatic group of fungi is included under the ascomycota main or ascomycetes main. It may be a freshwater or marine water. Both the form it will be present. The mycelium is well developed and it is branched. Mycelium well developed and branched with simple septum is present. Now previously we said oomycetes and picomycetes. So these two classes, it do not have any it do not have the well developed mycelium, and it do not branched, and it do not have the septum. But the simple septum, it will be present in the class Ascomycetes, and majority of them it is a saprophyte. That means it suppose a terrestrial mean it is a saprophyte. They growing on dead and decaying matter of the plants and animal, and the fecal matter of the animal. But few are parasite. It's also known as the powdery mildew. That is a Eripsi species. It is a parasite. So parasite means they grow on or inside like any living organism, which may be a plant or animal, and then they get the food material by causing the disease. Okay, so that is a parasite. So parasite means they will grow on or inside the another living organism. So parasite mostly it will be cause the disease. It do the harmful activity. Only one organism are benefitor. That is the parasitic organism are benefitor. The host organism are suffered. Okay. So example Eripsi. The asexual reproduction takes place in the Ascomycetes in following way, that is a fission. We already know that the single, it mostly common for initial organism, especially for yeast. The yeast undergo the fission as is from the two young one. Okay, so what is the asexual reproduction here? Only one parent are involved, uniparental type. Uniparental type. Only one parent are involved. There is no formation of sex organ, and there is no formation of gamete, and there is no fusion of gamete. That is asexual. Away from fusion of gamete. A mean absent. Okay. So and budding. We already know the yeast in the previous video. The sexual reproduction and the asexual reproduction in fungi in general character feature already we have discussed. Budding. Idea. So what is the idea? In the Phloematus fungi, some pieces of the parental body, it will be detached from the parental body. It is act as a spore. This spore later germinate to form a new young one. Conidia. It is a uninucleated, non-motile asexual spore. Chlamydospore. In the Phloematus fungi, in some cell, it becomes very thick wall. That is very, very important. It becomes very thick wall. And later it will be germinate to form new young one. So it is a resting spore. Chlamydospore is a resting spore. But Oida is not a resting spore. That is different. This is also formed from the somatic hyphae. This is also formed from somatic hyphae. But here, each piece is developed into a new young one during the favorable condition. Oida is never formed during the unfavorable condition. But Chlamydospore, it formed during the unfavorable condition. These are things we already learned in the previous video. If you want a reference, you just go through the previous videos. Next, sexual reproduction, Ascomycetes or Ascomycota. It takes place in the fusion of two compatible nucleus. So what is the compatible nucleus? That is two opposite strain. One is plus, another one is minus. Okay, so two compatible nucleus fusion will be takes place. So that's why it's a sexual reproduction. But it's not immediately occur, the fusion of the two nucleus. It will be involved a serious step. So first one is plasmogamy. So what is the plasmogamy? The fusion of protoplasm. with the two compatible hyphae. Okay. So it is not immediately followed by the plasmogamy is not immediately followed by karyogamy. So plasmogamy is occur, but not karyogamy is occur. So the two nucleus are present in the same cell. That is a dikarya. In previously we see that no, it is the ascomycetes come under the subkingdom dikarya, two nucleus stage. Inside the dikaryotic condition is prolonged for several time. Okay, prolonged for a several generation. Many generation, the hyphae is contain two nucleus, that is a dikaryotic condition with the opposite stain. Okay, so plasmogamy is occur, not immediately the karyogamy is occur, only plasmogamy. And it will be extended for prolonged for several generations. That is very important. And then a special hyphae is called ascogenous hyphae is formed. Okay, so here you can clearly see that ascogonium. Okay, so it will be raised to what? Antheridium. So antheridium and ascogonium they fuse together. And so what is happened? The two nucleus stage will be present. Here it will be mentioned N plus N. Two nucleus is not fused. So plasmogamy is occur, but karyogamy is never occur. And then how the two nucleus state will be maintained. So a coracer is formed when the tip of ascogenous hyphae. So here we say that no, a special hyphae is called ascogenous hyphae is formed. So this is a ascogenous hyphae. So the ascogenous hyphae is recurved to forming a hook-like structure. So it is a diploid state, or that means dikaryotic state, not diploid, dikaryotic state. So it will be formed a hook-like structure. So in the hook-like structure is again connect with the same thing. So it's two nucleus is undergo the mitotic division. The red and the green is undergo the mitotic division as a formed the two red nucleus and the two green nucleus. That means it will indicate the opposite state. One is positive and one is negative. For our reference, we can say that it's a red and it's a green. Okay. So now this fifth one and sixth one. The plasmogamy is occur. As usual, again it will be restored the what? The dikaryotic condition. The upper region. The upper region cell. This is a stalk cell. Is upper region cell. Here the nucleus is fused as a form the diploid. As a form a diploid nucleus. Now this diploid nucleus is undergo the meiotic division. That is a reduction division. As a result, it forms the four nucleus. So during the mitotic, only the two nucleus are formed. During meiotic, four nucleus or four cells are formed. So here only the nuclear division, not the cytoplasmic division, only nuclear division is occur. Karyokinesis only occur. Okay, as a result, the four nucleus are formed. So first meiotic division as a form the four nucleus. Now this four nucleus is undergo the mitotic division as a form the 8 nucleus. So later each nucleus is become ascospore. Okay, it will be arranged in a linear in the sac-like structure, that is a ascocorm. Okay. So the coracer is formed when the tip of the ascogenous hyphae it recurved to form the hook cell. The two nuclei in the unimulate cell of the hyphae is fused to form diploid. That is a unimulate cell. It fused to form diploid. This cell is formed the young ascus. Listen. So here we said that what is happened? The plasmogamy is occur, but what is not occur? Karyogamy is not occur. As a result, it formed the ascogenous hyphae. This ascogenous hyphae is a two nucleus state, that is dikaryotic state. Each cell is contained two nucleus. So one is positive, another one is negative. That is opposite state. So here is represented red and the green color. Okay, so it will be formed a hook like a ray curve and it form the hook like structure. Each nucleus curved, each nucleus is undergo the what? Mitotic division. As a result, from the 4 nucleus state. 4 nucleus, 2 nucleus, it will be fused to form the ascogenous mother cell. It becomes the ascogenous mother cell or ascogenous mother nucleus. Later, these two, the curved region, it will fuse to form again restore the dikaryotic state. Okay, now the diploid nucleus is undergo the first meiotic division. During the meiotic division, 4 nucleus is formed because it's a karyokinesis. So 4 nucleus is formed. Later, this 4 nucleus is undergo the second mitotic division because this is the first mitotic. So here second mitotic. Also from the 8 nuclei. This 8 nuclei is arranged in a linear way in the sac-like structure. Okay. So the diploid nucleus, this is called the young ascus. So this is a diploid nucleus, this is a young ascus. The diploid nucleus undergo the meiotic division to produce a 4 haploid nuclei. Already I told you, no. So it formed the 4 haploid nuclei. Okay, so which further mitotically to form 8. It further undergo the mitotic division to form 8 nuclei. This nuclei is get organized into the ascospores. Okay, so later it will be developed into ascospores. So that is a ascus development in ascomycetes. The ascospore are found inside the bag-like structure, that is the ascus. Due to the presence of the ascus, this group is popularly called the sac fungi. Why? Because all the nucleus or all the ascospores are arranged in the sac-like structure, that is ascus. So due to presence of this ascus, this group of the fungi is called sac fungi. The asci, that is a plural form, ascus is a singular form. The asci gets surrounded by a sterile hyphae, that is unfertile hyphae, and forming the fruit body is called ascocarp. So this is a ascocarp. Asci with sterile hyphae, that is a ascocarp. There are 4 types of ascocarp in present the ascomycetes. Okay, so what are they? First, Cleistothecium is completely closed. Okay, so there is a Cleistothecium. It will be completely closed. Perithecium, the flag-shaped with osteoles. So it looks like a flag-shaped and a small opening is present, that is a osteole. Here it completely surrounded. The asci is present, completely closed structure. So here a small opening only present. Apothecium, the cup shaped, it's a open type. It looks like a cup shape. And the pseudothecium, that is a false ascocarp. This is called false ascocarp. It may be present. That is a pseudothecium. Once again repeat. Cleisto means completely closed. Perithecium, that is a small opening, that is osteole, is present. Remaining region is completely closed. Apothecium, cup-shaped structure. Okay. So there is a life cycle of ascomycetes. So we can watch that clearly. So this is a ascospore. These 2 ascospore is germinate to form the hyphae. This hyphae, the one is produce the female sex organ, that is ascogonium. Another one is it produces a male sex organ, that is antheridium. Now the plasmogamy is occur. So followed by the nucleus is enter into the ascogonium. So from the ascogonium, but karyokinesis is not occur. So karyogamy is not occur. Only plasmogamy is occur. Karyogamy is never occur. As I said, the 2 nucleus, that is a male and a female nucleus, is present in the what? The ascogonium. From the ascogonium, that is Ascus hyphae is developed. So each Ascus hyphae is contained the dikaryotic nucleus, one is male and one is female, and it form the coa structure and it will be recombed. And the upper two nucleus will fuse to form the ascogenous mother cell, ascospore mother cell, and later it will be restored the dikaryotic condition, the blood one, and the first meiotic division also from the 4 nucleus, and later mitotic division also from 8 nucleus, and later these 8 nucleus organized to form the ascospores. This ascospore is present in the ascus structure, that's why it's called as a sac fungi. Okay, so now it will be what? It will be release the ascospore. This each ascospore is a haploid. Each ascospore is a haploid. Okay, so later again it will germinate to form the same structure. Okay, that is a life cycle of ascomycetes. Thank you, student.